Hi, I'm CecilBlade,
And I'm Spider,
and this is the Ninja Legion.
and we are here to go over the releases of the week.
Woohoo! For all you who've been tuning in just shortly, we go over it's a growing list of all things nerd in the nerddom that's releasing this week.
Anime, video games, comic books, and a newly added thing, because a suggestion from our listeners,
Thank you.
convention news. So, voice your tell us what you want us to do, and will respond.
Absolutely.
As long as it's a reasonably good idea.
Exactly, I thought this was a fantastic idea.
Absolutely.
So what we're going to do is not so much news this week, but we want to go through the circuit of what's coming up this weekend in your area.
Yep.
So what we're doing is all the conventions that are coming up, anime conventions. This list is still growing. We still have to do like sci-fi and comics and so forth, but they all start to kind of blend together after a while.
Yep.
So just to name a few, Anime California is coming up this weekend, starting the 22nd to the 24th. We have Anime Revolution, which is in Canada, in Vancouver.
Vancouver.
And is that GeekCon?
GeekCon, yes, with a K. Con with a K. It's in Wisconsin, Madison, Wisconsin.
We have Intervention,
which is right here in Rockville, Maryland. That's pretty close to us. Might have to look into that a little bit.
Yeah, because beforehand you and I had no idea what that was.
Yeah, but hey, this helps us discover new things too.
Exactly. Coming up, we have Japan Expo USA out in California again. So you got two Californian.
California's a big state to the point where they're talking about splitting it into separate states.
Oh, you're gonna go on that again?
I'm not going to go off on that. I mean, I'm just making a statement.
Observation.
Anyway, next side we have KitaCon, which is in Thunder Bay, Ontario, which is a pretty cool sounding name for a town.
Can I please do that in my
Go
voice?
for it.
Thunder Bay, Ontario.
We have MatsuriCon, which is coming up at the Hyatt Regency Columbus in Ohio.
Is that Otaku-thon?
Otaku-thon.
Yeah, I said thon, not
sounds
thong.
like a combination of marathon and otaku.
It's in Montreal.
So there's Canada, it's a whole country, so there's going to be multiple things going on there. And
Exactly.
then SaikuCon, which is in PA, in Braingsville. So all these conventions that are happening next weekend, Friday through Sunday. So if you're in those areas and need something to do, check one
There you
of them
go.
out.
And now we're going to move on to video games, which not much out this week, but however there are a couple big ones like this one right here, Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare, by Electronic Arts, which purchased PopCap Games.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Don't know if that's good or bad. PopCap made some really good games, and EA has a questionable history.
Questionable.
I was being generous.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so PopCap, known for games, the original Plants vs. Zombies, also Peggle.
Yeah,
which
Peggle.
is supremely fun.
So this one comes out on the PlayStation 3 and 4. So it's only for you PlayStation fanboys.
Because I believe it's already out for the Xbox.
Oh, it is?
I believe so. I'm not 100%.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that, but I've been seeing it on my home screen on my Xbox One lately, so I'm pretty sure it's already out for that.
Gotcha. So it's either $29 or $39, depending on which platform, obviously, prospectively, the 3 and the 4. 24-player multiplayer.
That's pretty intense. I've never played Plants vs. Zombies, so I'm not sure exactly how that works.
I don't know how that works because it was usually a single-player game when I played it.
Yeah. So there's new customization. You can personalize your favorite plants and zombies with unique items.
So but the PlayStation 4 does offer the split-screen offline co-op, which is...
that says 4-player online co-op.
Split-screen offline co-op, too. Down the block.
Oh, okay. You're jumping.
Yeah, sorry.
But that says PlayStation 4 modes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, and then a new boss mode. Command the battlefield with Crazy Dave's RV or Zomboss's blimp. You can use with the controller through the Vita.
That's Vita!
Because it doesn't get to say that
I
as
don't
often
really get
as
to
you'd
do
like.
that too often.
The PlayStation app or the Apple OS has Vita Remote Play, which we previously mentioned.
Yeah, but you can't use that unless you have a PlayStation Plus membership.
Yeah. All right.
Moving right along.
Tales of Xillia 2 for you JRPG fans. It's coming out from Bandai Namco on the PS3. So standard price point for a regular, new game. So $59.99.
I don't know much about this title, but it is a Tales franchise. So I've played a handful of Tales games, loved every one of them. So I don't think you're going to go wrong if you're a JRPG fan.
Yep, or a fan of the Tales series. Check that out. So here's the big one for the week. Diablo 3 Ultimate Evil Edition. So Diablo 3 is finally hitting the current gen consoles.
And the previous
as well as the previous gen consoles, but Diablo 3 was already available for those. So I think this is the first we're seeing Diablo 3 on current gen.
On the current gen, yeah.
Yep. So their latest expansion. The standard Diablo fare with it. You got solo play or party play up to 4 other heroes. You can do local or off or online, either or. So all the
that's pretty much what it is.
All the same classes that you had in the original game. New powers, I think, new equipment, and you get a little bit more storyline. It's all 5 acts of Diablo 3, and then you have the open world adventure mode. So,
which that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, I've only played Diablo 3 once since it came out, so I don't have a lot of experience playing it. But
actually,
I may pick it up because it's for the Xbox One, and I need something else to play on it.
Well,
But to be fair, the PS4 has the exact same problem.
Well, yeah, no, absolutely. This is why I bought a Nintendo Wii U. Because I'm having more fun with Mario Kart.
Current gen for Nintendo that came out way before the other.
Exactly. But at least it has games.
It does, but that problem's getting fixed soon.
Yeah, until after the next holiday season.
Next month.
What's next month? Destiny?
Destiny's next month.
You know what they ought to have? They ought to do Tenacious D Destiny.
That would immediately make me not want Destiny.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on, we got anime.
Yes, and coming up from Funimation, we have A Certain Scientific Railgun S Part 2, which is $60, and I can only fathom that's part of a series. I don't know anything about it, unfortunately.
I've heard of the series before, but I'm not really familiar with it. So
what I would like to know is there's a bunch of girls on the cover.
Yeah, schoolgirl outfits.
Yeah, and they're talking about railguns.
Yeah, I'm not really sure where that goes. We might have to look into this. This will be how we figure out what this anime is.
Yes, exactly.
We've seen it on new releases. Have to figure out what it is.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Mayo Chiki, the complete collection from Sentai Filmworks. It's doing DVD and Blu-ray release for $60 or $70 respectively. This is an English dub,
which is actually rare for Sentai Filmworks. They don't do a lot of dubbing yet.
Yeah,
they still do a lot of subtitle work.
So, another series that I'm not super familiar with, but it's got a bit of an eclectic cast. You can see a cat girl in the top corner, more of a gothic Lolita character taking up the majority of the screen, kind of nerdy guy on there, and then a girl with looks like a sheep.
Yeah. Oh, and then you have the classic airhead in the upper corner there. And
then you see the supposed to be the sexy character in pink, and I guess that's her, like her butt sticking out between her top and her.
You sure
legs
that's
there?
Her butt, not the other girl's legs?
Pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like her butt. But I could be wrong. Moving on. Oh,
yeah.
That was it for anime. A really short list.
There really isn't much on the anime or the video game front. And like you said, we're not going to really see any of the major things until Destiny drops, and then everybody's going to start doing their fall release.
So a quick little note before we move into the next section here. For anime, Dee was telling me right before we started the show here that Toonami is doing something neat.
What are they doing?
They have opened it up. They're accepting submissions for suggestions for Toonami. Would you like to see more Toonami? Would you like to see less Toonami? What kind of shows would you like to see on Toonami? Do you want more retro anime? Some more newer stuff? Do you want to take off the American animation stuff like Clone Wars or Beware the Batman? So they're actually reaching out for once and not just going, anime sucks, and saying, hey, tell us what you want to see, and we'll try to accommodate you.
They're actually reaching out to their fans instead of doing what they do always in the past and just cut things off without any.
Yeah, and they're trying to add new stuff. They just started Gurren Lagann this past yesterday.
Okay, yeah.
Or this past week.
Dear Toonami, take off the crap called Adventure Time in the regular show.
Hey, Adventure Time's awesome.
I'm sorry.
But that's not Toonami. That's Cartoon Network.
Okay, but
If anything, get rid of the crap Adult Swim programming.
Okay,
But
yeah,
we're getting
we're
sidetracked
digressing.
now.
Yes,
So moving on to comics, we'll start off with Dark Horse.
Dark Horse actually had quite a bit of releases. There's a lot of publishers that didn't make it this week.
I feel like one of those things is wrong.
Which one do you feel is wrong?
The X-Men one, since that's Marvel.
It was part of the Dark Horse lineup, so
that's incorrect.
I don't think that is right. I don't know how that got in there, but we'll
Anyway.
ignore that.
All right, so start at the top of the list. We have BPRD, Hell on Earth,
And then, of course, we got Brain Boy Men from
Gestalt.
Yes, Gestalt.
BTVS Season 10,
Volume 6.
Number 6, with a variant cover as well. We're going to pretend that X-Men one doesn't exist because it clearly doesn't belong there.
I'm going to have to go check my list after
Yeah,
this.
we have the Dark Horse Presents 2014.
I have no idea, but you have Eye of Newt, number 3.
We have a couple of figures from Game of Thrones, Arya Stark and Robb Stark.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, they do a pretty good job with the figures. The Game of Thrones figures have been pretty awesome looking so far.
Of course, we have Second Chance at Sarah.
Hardcover preview. Star Wars Darth Maul, Son of Dathomir, which is their current Darth Maul standalone series.
And then The Strain Knight Eternal, number 1.
Which is a new comic series based, continuing on with the story of the Strain comics and novels.
Oh, okay,
which,
yeah,
if you
yeah,
haven't
yeah.
checked out the show yet, do it. It's awesome. But I'm a Guillermo del Toro fanboy. I pretty much love everything
What
he
station
does.
does that come on?
FX.
Okay.
FX, it airs Sunday nights at 10. They're at episode 6 tonight.
Oh, okay. So not too far ahead.
Not too far out. And then finally, we have Witchfinder Mysteries of Unland, number 3. I'm not super familiar with Dark Horse, so I can't really elaborate too much. Whoa, DC has a massive list of releases.
Yeah.
So we'll try to
itty bitty lips.
burn through some of these.
I want to say we'll just highlight some of the ones. Of course, Batman and Robin number 34, Robin Rises, and its variant cover.
This month is Selfie Month from DC, so there's a selfie variant for most of their major titles. Some of them are kind of funny. There's one of Alfred in the Bat costume taking a selfie, which is sort of hilarious. There's one of Superman taking a selfie of him and Batman together, and Batman just does not look happy about it, which is appropriate.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a statue. We got a bunch more Bat titles: Batman Eternal, Batman Incorporated, which is a trade, Batman Superman, Batman Arkham Unhinged trades, another Batman Superman, which that one's the selfie variant that I was just talking about. So you check that out if you get to the comic book store. Batwoman. They have a Brightest Day omnibus from that old storyline. Another new Green Lantern this week, the New Guardian series. Infinite Crisis: Fight for the Multiverse, which is a new an issue number 2. It's a new series they're doing. Infinity Man: Forever People, a new Standard Justice League, a new trade for Justice League. There's a selfie variant for that one. Trade for Katana, the first issue of Multiversity, which brings back Captain Carrot.
Captain Carrot.
Captain Carrot, he's a bunny guy.
I would imagine so.
There's been a little discussion about this. Future's End, weekly one, new Red Hood and the Outlaws, Scribblenauts Unmasked, aimed at the kid audience. Sensation Comics featuring Wonder Woman, so it's a new title for Wonder Woman. That's its first issue this time. New Supergirl, the new Teen Titans series, which I read the first issue of, so I'll be picking up number 2.
Gotcha.
Teen
Worthwhile
Titan,
picking up so far?
it's one issue thus far. The art's good.
Okay.
The story seems neat, so see what's going on. Trinity Sin Pandora number 14 and Wonder Woman number 34 with a selfie variant as well.
Yeah, so IDW.
Yeah, sorry. I kind of just jacked the DC one.
Yeah, you go right ahead with that. So we'll go into IDW Publishing. Basically, they actually had a pretty good list. not as much as they had the previous week, but we have Airboy Omnibus Volume 2, trade paperback. And then you have Little Nemo Returns to Slumberland. Good Lord. And then, of course, it has a variant cover with it as well. Then you have Monsters and Mad Men. Then you have...
My Little Pony.
This is why you made me read this one, isn't it?
No, I just figured I'd let you take this one. No
okay.
particular reason. You like the next thing.
Oh, I do. Samurai Jack, number 11. Awesome. And, of course, Sinister Dexter, which...
Comic books based off the Dexter novel / TV show.
So you have Star Slammers, the remastered number 6.
Now, this next one's another cool one for kids. It's the Super Secret Crisis War, and it's a Cartoon Network cartoon mashup thing. So it has all of like the old Cartoon Network characters in it. Powerpuff Girls, Samurai Jack, Dexter, Dee Dee. This one's Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. But they have like a main ongoing one that's a mashup of all their different old school ones.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, and it's a good kids title, and it's cool for people like us who remember those shows when we were a little bit younger.
Awesome. I might have to look at that. So, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Adventure Volume 8. And, of course, you have TMNT Works Volume 3. And then, of course, now X-Files Year Zero number 2. Which I'm actually contemplating picking that 5 series up.
Yeah.
Just because I'm a huge fan of the X-Files.
Yeah. Image. So burn through Image real quick. We have Artifacts number 38, which Artifact series talks about like the darkness and Witchblade, and there's a bunch more that have similar powers to that. Dark Engine number 2, Fade Out number 1, the variant, Genius number 3, Manifest Destiny number 9, Peter Panzerfaust number 20, which is a kind of a neat series. It's like Peter Pan, but it takes place during World War II.
Ah, that explains the play on the last name.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So it doesn't have all the magic and stuff like proper Peter Pan does, but it's about a guy named Peter who leads this group of men who are like his lost boys. So it's similar story, but kind of neat. Protectors Incorporated, number 8. Savage Dragon, still going strong with number 197.
That's impressive.
Saviors, number 5. Stray Bullets, The Killers, number 6. Supreme Blue Rose, number 2. Trees, number 4. Umbral, number 8. And Wicked and Divine, number 3.
Yeah.
So a quick little list there.
Oh, God, Marvel.
Marvel has a mighty list this week as well.
So,
do you want me to do one? You do the other?
Yeah, we can go through that. Just to run down the gauntlet. All new Ghost Rider number 6 comes out.
Check it out. It's a pretty cool read. I was a little skeptic at first, but after reading it, and actually you and P-Chan talked about it.
Show coming up.
Yeah,
the show coming up.
Upcoming Bagged and Boarded where P-Chan and Cecil talk a little bit about all new Ghost Rider, but I give my stamp of approval on it so far. So check it out. All new Ultimates, all new X Factor, Captain America Epic Collection, Society Serpents.
Then you got Daredevil. And then Daredevil by Mark Waid.
Trade paperback, yeah. It's
okay.
Old collections. Deadly Hands of Kung Fu, which is the Shang-Chi ongoing series.
Gotcha. Then you have Deadpool, Dracula's Gauntlet.
Final issue.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Deadpool versus X-Force, number 3 of 4. New Elektra, number 5. Inhuman, number 5, which is kind of surprising. Number 4 just came out. Or actually, that can't be right. Number 3 just came out last week. They got a little delayed. It took like 3 months for number 3 to come out. So I think this was an initial set date. Number 4 might be coming out this week.
Okay.
Not number 3.
I was say because these are all based off their initial launch dates.
Yeah. So number 4, I believe, is coming out this week, not number 5. That's a little bit of a misnumber there. Journey into Mystery, complete collection trade paperback, volume 2. Loki, Agent of Asgard, volume 1.
Magneto.
Great series so far too. Magneto being more like his villain self. I've been reading that and enjoying it. Marvel Masterworks Rarities, and they have a variant edition for that trade paperback, or hardcover actually. Mighty Avengers number 13, Miss Marvel number 4 second printing, Miss Marvel number 5 second printing, Miss Marvel number 1 sixth printing. That series must be doing well if they're doing that many printings of it.
Yeah,
And
considering
then
Miss Marvel's coming out with number 7 now.
Number 7 this week, New Avengers 23, Nova 20, the final issue of Original Sins, which is a mini one off of the Original Sin storyline that tells stories from some of the off characters. A new Punisher Black and White Volume 1 trade, Savage Wolverine number 22, Secret Avengers number 7, Spider-Man 2099 number 1 second printing variant, Storm issue number 2, Winter Soldier Bitter March trade paperback, and Wolverine Annual number 1. Wolverine leading up to the Death of Wolverine event that is happening in September.
Nice.
Yeah.
How many times has he died now?
I don't think they've killed off Wolverine a bunch of times and had him come back.
Oh.
They have things that should have killed him, but his healing factor prevented it.
You gotcha.
And we all know that Wolverine's not going to stay dead forever. He's too much of a flagship character.
Yeah, they can't do that.
Yeah.
So now we move to the theater.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes, that's right. That happened. So this week coming out in the theater there's really only one movie that all nerds should be concerned with, but we give you a list of everything coming out just to be fair. So this week, Sin City: A Dame to Kill For.
The long-awaited sequel to the original Sin City movie, based off the work of Frank Miller, who's an excellent comic book writer.
And the trailer looks just absolutely stunning. If you haven't seen the trailer, go for it, because I mean the original Sin City was stunning with the way they did black and white. And
The
color.
cinematography was very good. Yes,
but now with God, how long has it been?
it's been a few years. Yeah.
You can actually see like the HD effect.
Yeah.
On it.
And the cool part is a lot of the original cast from the first movie is coming back. Bruce Willis is back, Jessica Alba, Rosario Dawson. And they're adding some new people into the thing. Ava Green's in it.
Absolutely.
My brain is completely drawing a blank. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, he's in it, and he's a pretty good actor. Give him credit. He's come a long way from Third Rock from the Sun. Yeah, that's right. I remember Joseph Gordon-Levitt. So we'll probably be checking that one out. We'll probably do a Sticky Floors on that once we get a chance to see it in theaters.
I think that the organization will have to go do that.
Nice.
The other ones, I don't know much about. I do know there's a good bit of hype about When the Game Stands Tall.
I don't know what that's about.
That's actually a football-based movie again, so like Friday Night Lights, stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
But it's the general. This team won 12 straight years in their tournament, undefeated.
Oh, neat.
And then they had a huge. I'm going to ruin the movie, but they had a huge problem, and then massive setback, but the team pulled it together. It's
not ruining the movie. The movie's about the comeback from that setback.
Yeah.
So you don't see any of the wins. It's just from the point they lost the point.
Oh,
exactly.
Gotcha. Well, the other one on the list, I actually do. If I Stay, it's a drama / romance movie, but the main star of it is Chloe Grace Moretz, and I'm not a drama / romantic movie kind of guy, but she is a pretty talented actress. So if you're into that sort of thing, that might be worth checking out.
So yeah, and the other ones, like I said, I don't know really much about. Most of them look like
Love is Strange.
Romantic
Are You
comedies.
Here? The one I haven't even heard of any of those.
Neither have I.
So they must be like limited release type things, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Do.
And of course, that brings us to the end of our weekly releases. But do us a favor, come check us out on our social sites. You can either go to our main website, which of course is www.theninjalegion.com, or any of our variable social plethora networks of FaceTube and Twitter, Google, and crap like that.
Yeah, all / the Ninja Legion. And
well, except for Google, you have to do plus the Ninja Legion because that's stupid.
Plus.google.com / plus the Ninja Legion. Not the word plus, just the plus symbol. And a new site that we actually just joined up with is called Whittle, spelled with a Y. It's based locally out of DC. I actually met up with a couple of people from this when I was at Pokemon World Championships over the weekend.
Woo woo!
Woo. Oh yeah, but they're kind of just starting to get their feet wet. They just launched like 2 or 3 weeks ago, so we're kind of jumping in on the ground floor there. We're taking lead on their nerddom area right now.
Exactly. They didn't have a community for nerddom, so guess what? The Ninja Legion was there.
So,
we're filling that gap.
So yeah, they're just building up their community. So go over and check it out. We're gonna try to do some stuff on there and take advantage a little bit.
Just a little bit.
But we'll talk about them. We'll
yeah.
push them a little bit too. So
But the link there, it goes straight to our nerddom community. So go ahead, check it out, comment, do whatever. Post some funny videos. Maybe we'll feature them on one of our next shows.
Important thing, they are trying to be safe for work. So try to keep it in the PG-13
Yeah.
realm of things.
Yeah, PG-13. Don't go beyond that.
Yeah.
You don't pull a us.
Don't pull us.
Yes. So anyway, thank you for joining us. I'm CecilBlade,
I'm Spider.
and we'll see you guys next time.